In addition to the trial date requested, Jack Smith has also recently requested access to former President Trump's Twitter account. Actually, he did quite some time ago. Never mind the fact that at one point Trump himself didn't even have access to his own Twitter account. But the special prosecutor wanted all the access, not just that pertaining to the persecution, but that begs the question, for what? Joining me now to discuss, Judge Andrew Napolitano, former New Jersey Superior Court judge and host of Judging Freedom podcast. Judge, you're the perfect guy for this. They want it to everything, not in and around January 6th, but for everything. And this is kind of ironic to me because they locked Trump out of his own Twitter account.
You know, it's crazy, Carl. In order to get that search warrant, they had to go to a judge, a federal judge sitting in Washington, D.C., and explain under oath that it's more likely than not that the information in the Twitter account, going back to the earliest days of his use of it, contained evidence of crime. I'm very, very anxious to see what the affidavit was or what the testimony was that they gave to that judge that induced the judge to sign the warrant. That's problem number one. Problem number two is Trump was not told that they were seeking this information. Remember, this information is not sought from Trump. He doesn't have it. He can't control it. It's in the possession of Twitter. They're a third-party custodian. But a 1986 privacy statute, misnamed because it really protects the privacy of the government, not the privacy of the individual, lets the government get this stuff without telling the individual. Before 1986, if the government wanted your bank account or your computer records, they would tell you and you had a chance to challenge it. After 1986, they don't tell you, they just get it. And maybe, like Donald Trump, you find out about it 8 months later.
Through the press. Well, Judge, I want to get your take on this. In a unanimous judgment from a 3-judge panel, federal appeals court in New Jersey struck down a decades-old law barring users of illegal drugs from possessing firearms, citing that it's unconstitutional. This is great. It gets better, which maybe was done to give Hunter Biden some air cover. What do you think?
Well, you know, at the guilty plea, the one that fell apart in the courtroom, the trial judge quite properly said, you're having him plead guilty to a gun charge that may very well be unconstitutional. Now, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, which sits in New Orleans, only establishes federal law for Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas. So the Delaware District Court judge is not obliged to follow it, but it is guidance for her, and she may very well say the statute is unconstitutional. The charge against Hunter is thrown out. He doesn't have to worry about the gun charge. He now only has to worry about the tax charges and whatever else the feds are investigating him for and might charge him for. So Joe Biden, notoriously anti-gun, has no understanding whatsoever about the right to keep and bear arms. His son becomes the poster boy for the Second Amendment. This is only in America.
Only under this messed up administration. Judge Andrew Napolitano, always a pleasure, sir. Appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you, Carl.
All right.